Okay, thank you so much. Um, we're seeing a child or children, interacting with the environmental influences around them. And that kind of interaction informs their behavior. So here they're saying research evidence has come from studies around twins separated at birth and what? Early infants. Let's assume Sylvia Mewe has given birth, right, to twins. And the twins, identical for that matter. One is actually led to be raised here in Malawi, and one of the twins taken to be raised in America, right? And in America, that child might actually be in, for example, hostile kind of environment. And these two, after some time, we try to bring them together now in one particular environment or place. How do you think will these two behave at this time? Different. Okay? Somebody who is actually grown up in the hostile kind of environment will also become hostile. All right? If he has seen picking people as part of the game, you will not even hesitate to shoot other people here in Malawi because it's part of the game. That's what they do in their what? Environment. So in this case, we have also seen the environment, as Toko has put it, in the development of a child. So the conclusion, as he has put it, we are seeing the two terms. That's nurture and then nature. So the thing is, both nurture and nature, they have a contribution in the development of one particular individual or in the formation of somebody's what? Behavior. Some traits that are inherited. You inherit some other traits from your parents. It's biological, all right? Some of you are just quiet here in class, but your personality is you are so talkative, all right? When you speak, why do you differentiate between zodiac and yourself? All right? All right? Speak on top of your voice. It's part of the game. Yeah? But now, that you can't learn out from that because it's biological. All right? There's some, when they're speaking, using abusive language. It's part of the game. Try to find out in their family, you see those traits in some other relatives or parents, uncle or what, a mother or father. Yeah? And some of you, your behavior, you actually don't associate with others. Yeah? You don't, not by choice, but because you have, it's biological, all right? Even your father, if you ask him, he never wants to actually interact or associate with friends. So sometimes even parents may today confess that, you talk about Namasina, the way you look at him, the way I was, it's the way Namasina behaves today. It's now, maybe now, once in a while, I'm able to interact. But this is a photocopy, carbon paper of myself. Yeah, if you see him, leave her alone. I was like that myself. He is something biological. So biological factors help you to develop in a certain manner. All right? In a certain way. But life is not only biological. We talk about environment. That's now nature. Nature, that's environment. Nature, that's what? Biological. Biological factors and the environmental factors, they help each other. They interact to form somebody's what? Behavior. Hello? Hi. Hi, hello. Yeah, thank you. Good. Behaviorism, that's another what? Model. The school of psychology that counts for what? Behavior. In terms of what? Observable events. Without reference to mental what? Entities. You learn through what? Observation. Right? Yeah, observation. Behavior can be modified through conditioning. This behavior can be modified through conditioning. That's a basic kind of learning that involves associations between environmental stimuli and what? Responses. By conditioning, it's like that. This is achieved by another event following an what? Action. Once again, this is achieved by another event following an action. There are two types of what? Conditioning. Can you move and agree with me? We talk about classical what? Eh? Classical what? Classical conditioning. Yeah, thank you. And then open to what? Conditioning. Please speak as if yesterday you ate skin, all right? Classical conditioning and then open to what? Conditioning. Speak with vigor and with energy. Classical conditioning. Somebody has slapped you. Okay. Classical conditioning, that's a behavior, is connected with what? A certain stimulus. For example, a child feels happy and excited on a Friday afternoon. As this is the time the whole class has a funny what? Funny what? Friday. When you were at school and your teacher has told you that we'll be learning actually from Monday through Friday. But Friday, classes will stop at 12. All right? Child or children, they're conditioned to this. But if you try to go beyond 12, to say, let's extend our class a bit. You start now, you see yourself now coming and happy. Saying, oh, sir, this is funny Friday. What was a Friday? How can you tell us, sir, for us to keep on studying? Keep us learning in the class. No. So this is the time for us to enjoy. So we play games during this time. Alright? It's time for us to skip, to sing songs. Alright? Something like that. Condition. Alright? If you look at 12 o'clock, 12 sharp, and you sing this song, what do you try to know of? Topano, takukusila, tieni batu. Right? Have you ever heard that song? Yes. So even before you start singing this song, when it is 12 o'clock, You see now a child with his own start this song. Chobano, Chobano, I don't know, we mean that. I will be there. Yeah, something like that. Is that?
That's the
Sorry? Our visitor?
yeah, I had an idea and jump to the class. Then when I would jump up
Your dad says what?
says I should. Yeah, when it's like I should take a pic in the class.
Pick of yourself?
Those.
So he's there to take a pic? No. That's not the way we. Can you come here, please? I know, can you come to get him? Come, get him. Can you come? So he's away. Yeah. Tell her, you come and get permission and they say, go ahead, please. Go ahead, we can't buy you. We can't buy you from doing that. You stand over there, take the pic, then of a class, and then your father may appreciate what you are doing. Yeah. Okay, and then, okay, here, would you understand what we are trying to put across? Right? We are all understanding. Operant conditioning. A behavior is connected and repeated by rewarding the positive what? Behavior and issuing sanctions for the negative what? Behavior. Remember? Are you getting me? Oh, you are lost. You are lost. Okay. Sorry? Example. May important word example to give them. Don't kill yourself, we are here for you. People like Sylvia will help us on operant conditioning. Okay, the fathers were saying behavior is connected and repeated by rewarding the positive what? Behavior. Can you give us an example of positive behavior?
A child passing in class.
A child passing in class. So memory, this is a bad example. We're going to give you a child passing in class. All right? When you pass in the class, what can a teacher do? Sometimes, yeah?
Tell the students to clap for you.
Telling other students to clap hands for you. Eh? Yes. Or giving a gift. Okay. In the German part, so.
Or a positive comment.
A positive comment like what?
Very good.
Very good. Excellent. Keep it up. Brilliant. Fantastic and marvelous. All right? All these things. We see someone now being encouraged and keep on behaving in the manner he was behaving. Right? And is showing sanctions for the negative one.
Behavior.
Like punishment, some sort of. Well, can punishment as well help somebody to change his behavior?
Sometimes, but not all the time.
Sometimes, but not all the time. So it's good to punish students.
Yes, it depends on the type of punishment.
Yes. Please go ahead.
Chukua punishment yote uliweka kimfusi. It's the same as makola na mambo mengi kutoka. Mambo zuri depende on.
Okay. If we decide to say, please, Toko, can you go outside and take a ball with you and then make some pits for trees? All right. Sophia, don't go away. Okay, so yeah, of course, sometimes sanctions or punishments, they also assist in the molding or changing the behavior of somebody else. You can really be on track because of punishment. If I slap you with my left hand, yes, tomorrow you may not even actually want to behave the same manner. Yes, sir. I remember yesterday he slapped me. So if I misbehave, you end up, I tell you, doing the same thing, and I'll end up being in the hot soup. Hey, let me change. You see someone now being quiet in class, and then that, and I was concentrating on what is being put across by the teacher. Yes. Classical what? Conditioning. That's a bit on classical conditioning. Here we have, for example, unconditioned stimulus. Unconditioned what memory? Stimulus. On this one, we say things that elicit an automatic response. And apart from that, we have unconditioned response.
So can you explain about the unconditioned stimulus?
Don't worry, please, we'll come to that. Let's just go through that and then come back to that one. Thank you for that request. I will not remember. I will not forget. I will not forget. I will remember doing that for you not to kill yourself. Yes. Unconditional response. That to say, response that is automatically produced. And then we have conditioned stimulus. When an initially neutral stimulus comes to elicit a conditioned response after being paired with an unconditioned stimulus. Conditioned response. Response that is elicited by a conditioned response. Now let's go to number one as I've tried to ask about that. Unconditioned stimulus. And we are saying things that elicit an automatic response. What does it mean? So please, I want to capture you, please. So your voice.
Okay, I'm saying what is to elicit?
Elicit.
Elicit. What's that?
Yes, to 12, please. I'll tell you about that. Don't kill yourself. But before that, allow me to ask others to tell us something on this. How do you understand the matter? Sylvia. Yeah, give me an example. Thank you.
Okay. Let's go. We can understand it better in terms of.
I can't hear you. Please speak louder in English for us to comprehend. Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, we'll come back to you. Thank you so much, Kanyamuka. On the same, you have a point, organize your thought, your idea, your point, and yourself. Thank you. Yeah. Kanyamuka? You come to me when you organize. Okay. Unconditioned stimulants. We are talking about kind of stimulants that actually elicit, or in other words, produce an automatic what? Response. For example, all right, how do you behave yourself, Togo, after seeing meat? You salivate. Yeah, so meat has the potential to make you salivate on its own. Is it? You add nothing to meat to make you salivate. And you yourself automatically produce saliva, in other words, after having a look on the meat powder or meat. Or else, just what? What? Lanyam. But my neighbor about it, I did with it. And so we know what the pretere, Kumayoa, Chonchi, and let it with a minute. Sizona. Dofu power. Or long when you see a phone was Maja. Yeah? Maybe switch. So then I would see Apple, the Lieutenant Nyama and see no yeah? Yeah, you know, nyama or meat is actually making you to salivate. You see some glands producing saliva within yourself because of that particular smell, because of the side of the meat. All right? You produce what? Smell. That's the automatic response. That's it? So it's because of that stimulus, which is meat. And meat is called unconditioned what? Stimulus. Unconditioned stimulus make you produce automatic what? Response. Right? Can we move on? And then unconditional response. That is response that is automatically what? Produced. E.g. saliva. Right? You have add nothing to what? Either to the gland or for saliva to come out or to be produced. Elicit or to elicit, that's right, to what? To produce. You add nothing to either stimulus or else to that particular gland for saliva to be produced. It's something which is done automatically. Right? Just like we blink our eyes. It's something automatic, right? You blink your eyes automatically. Nobody tells you to say, no, step, please, can you blink? No. Or when you are in the bright light, you see yourself blinking. It's an automatic what? Action. The reflex what? Action. That's it. Let's move on. Conditionally, what? Stimulus. When an initially neutral stimulus comes to elicit a conditionally response after being paired with what? And conditionally stimulus. That one? Are you understanding? Say it quickly, please. You don't understand, you understand, then we will see what to do. Toko? Do you understand this?
Yes, somehow.
Somehow. Yes, my dear friend at the back. Do you understand? Are you worried? Are you worried? No, to get worried. Huh?
Exams around the corner.
Exam around the corner. Forget about exams. Exam is part of the game. We all pass the race through what? Path. You're going to remember my issue. Libano, opposite, the Mysot, I'm going to go in the back. Okay, you move from one step to another step through taking what? Exams. So don't get worried. Okay, now, only this one, that's what should be our time to talk about an experiment. Ivan Pavlov, a Russian psychologist, had on a dog. Now, this man by the name Ivan Pavlov. He was a Russian psychologist, and he once had an experiment on a dog. He took with him meat powder. Meat what? Powder. And then a bell. All right? A bell. Okay. We have agreed that meat can make one organism or a particular organism like yourself to produce what? Saliva. So he took meat powder, and in the first place, he put meat powder in the mouth of the dog. All right? Hello?
Hi.
Now, after testing that meat powder, next time when a dog will see or sees you carry meat powder, how can he react? For the first time, you have taken meat powder, put it in the mouth of the dog. And this other time, you're also doing the same. Taking meat powder, just maybe showing the dog, and the dog have seen the meat powder in a bowl or a plate. How can this dog behave or react?
And start celebrating.
Can it start salivating? Why? This unconditionally stimulus, this meat will automatically make the dog producing what? Saliva. Right? Zona trouble, but so this is the fact is we are saying you have a dog with you at your home. That dog you have, right? Puppy, okay, or tiger. Sometimes we take this name and give you a dog. Tiger is there, and you have taken meat powder, put it in the mouth of what? The dog. He has eaten. And after some time, you take the very same meat powder, all right? Show the dog who is lying over there. I'm saying now, at the side of the food, how can this dog behave or react? At the side of its food or meat powder, how it's observe how this dog can react.
Producing saliva.
Will automatically produce what? Saliva. And that salivation, that's what we call automatic response. Right? It's a response. How has it been elicited automatically? At the side of the food. So it's this food which has made you to produce this kind of what? Saliva. Which is an automatic what? Response. talk a little bit.
Yes.
Now, can we move on? It was you asking, please. Make sure you have understood. Anybody, please, on the same having confusion? What's the point? So that's what this man did. Ivan Pavlov, or Ivan Pavlov. He took with him made powder, and then at the same time taking with him a bell. We'll see what a bell is. Don't worry. And the conditional response that is automatically produced. In this case, a saliva. Okay? Then conditionally stimulus. Conditionally stimulus. When an initially neutral stimulus comes to elicit a conditional response after being paired with what? And conditionally what? Stimulus. Okay. In this case, whereby we are seeing Pavlov taking with him a bell and a meat powder or meat in a bowl or else in a plate. What is our conditional stimulus? Can I come again? Meat and the bell. In this case, whereby we are seeing Pavlov taking with him these things. What is our unconditional stimulus? Nyama, kabina jabuja, diberu, simene muntu wanyamula, Ivan Pavlov, simene chimuchirano unconditional stimulus ndija? Ndija? Between these two, a bell and meat powder, which is the so-called unconditional stimulus. Meat. We are on 30 point, please, mind you. We are saying conditional stimulus, all right? When an initially neutral stimulus comes to elicit a conditional response after being paired with an conditional what? Stimulus. So in this case, you pair food or meat powder, which is contained in a bowl or plate, with a neutral stimulus, in this case, a bell. Get it? We want to see, will the bell produce a response after being paired with an unconditional stimulus? So, okay. Remember, Pavlov did an experiment with a dog or on a dog. I said initially he could put meat powder where? In the mouth of the dog. And he kept on doing that. Then, after seeing food, or even after seeing Pavlov, all right, coming, you could see the dog salivating. Why? Because he is conditioned in his mind that when this man carries a bowl with him, there's food for me to eat. Now, he took a bell. Then he rang the bell while having food holding food in his hands. All right? Some other schools, maybe those who are so remote, maybe in the villages, they actually ring the bell for those children who are breaking at break to come back to class. Okay? So when a child hears that bell, you see him coming back. Now in this case, Pavlov could ring what? A bell. And a dog could hurry up for food. Right? Then, after some time, you see Pavlov ringing the bell without taking food with him. After ringing this bell, will the dog come? Huh?
Yes.
The dog will come. What can make the dog come, yet this man has no food in his hand? Yeah?
Because the dog used to, when the bell
Rings. There's food for me. So I have to go and eat the food. You are right. You may ring the bell for a time or 2 times. You see the dog coming. And then you hide the food or else take food with you. You keep on ringing the bell. This is because the dog is conditioned. He has registered in his brain that when the bell rings, there's food. Still, you see the dog coming, hurrying up for food. Just to find out there's no food for him. So in this case, this bell is now called conditioned stimulus. All right? You have conditioned the bell, which is also called neutral stimulus in the first place, to start now making other objects to produce a response. Like in this case, a dog. Then the bell, no food. Then if this is ringing the bell, is making the dog producing what? Saliva and hurrying up for food. Why? It's there, registered in the brain. But there's food. When this man rings, he never rings a bell for nothing. Are we together?
Yes.
Okay, let's assume. Namasina has a boyfriend. All right? And they normally actually call each other. And whenever John calls Namasina, Namasina responds, going there. Maybe they normally agree to meet at the certain place in town for food, right? They go there at the summer park, okay? And after eating, you see this gentleman by the name John giving Namasina 5,000 for a bottle of Fanta. Okay? Okay, orange, okay. Sweet, can I have this please? For sweet and for something else. Okay, thank you so much, John. Okay, we'll meet. Then, this other time, when John calls, what will come in the mind of Namasina is this John and this man there. He's calling me. Can you come here, please? Namasina will not hesitate. But you hurry up. Going to the scene, to the place where John is. No matter she may lie to say I love you. But the thing is, she knows by the end of the day, I'll have 5,000. All right? Because John is used to give her what? 5,000 for a bottle of Fanta. And as usual, you see John giving Namasina 5,000. She gets out. This other time, John calls. Talk, please, can you come here, please? To hurry up. going to the place, chatting for 10 minutes, 15 or 20 minutes, with no food, not even a bottle of water. And after 10 minutes, we said, I just say, okay, talk. No, check it. Where are we going to go now? Then we see talk, getting away from that place, empty-handed, with nothing else. This other time when John calls for Togo to come, the scene, she may go there, unwillingly, because there's no motivation. There's no something like anyone. Something to make her hurry up to go to the scene. She might just say, hey, John, ndikubwera iwe. John kuvuta, na weso iwe. Taonga? Yeah? So how can you make me wait here for such a long period of time? It's now 30 minutes you've been saying, what are you doing? Give me 5 minutes to talk to where Masaba you. Yet, Mutarabedi, our color, our gona. You were thinking, where are you? Why? I told him, I was just with Mr. Fonage. Whatever that was. All right? If you can go learn more on this one, there is what we have principles of conditioning. We have what we call extinction. Something as stop. You stop something, a kind of behavior, you stop it because of lack of what? Motivation. You have stopped to go to the place because you are not motivated. Right? Yeah, some motivation in learning is how to be there time and again to make you work with something else. So we have seen the bell. Initially was a neutral stimulus because a bell is on. It can't make a dog here to hurry up, look for food, no ways. It can't even come. But when you start ringing it, in the first place, after pairing it with food, powder, meat powder, you see the dog will come. And after some time, plastic this, you leave the food away from you, you keep on ringing the bell, and then the dog will still come. But we have a point, there will be a point in time, whereby this dog will stop coming to you. If you keep on ringing the bell, and when the dog comes with no food available at your disposal, the dog will never come again. So, follow me. I think the master will not miss that. There's no food there. Hello? It's like that. Last point, conditioned response. That's a response that is elicited by a conditioned response. In this case, a bell is making one particular object to elicit a saliva, be it a man or a dog. Right? If you are conditioned in your mind, in your brain to say, this bell, she's ringing, there's food there. This phone is ringing, John has money for me. Let me go. Atenda mambo yaba mu nyumba. Kuona namasina lwiro. Kusamba. Kugala. Kuzipoda. Kuda zato. Kupita kuti. Ipena mageso. Mugarani. Don't I don't need that. I'll tell you when I come back. Something where. From Katimo, there has been this. Kajerwa, I'll miss 5,000.
Yes.
You know? That's what we do. That's what we do. Wasn't the first we even say, wasn't the first more class? Hey, I'm running, man. Say it. Probably I want you. Oh. President Nasser will be my young children. The winner, I will encourage with you. I will even. We stand the point. When you got to something like that. So that's what we normally do. Classical what? Conditioning. For you to understand better, you have to understand that experiment Ivan Pavlov, experimented on a dog. I will show you in the book, and you will enjoy that. We go there, brother, and show you the book. You go and have a look on this little experiment. You enjoy it. Okay? What's the time now?
8 minutes straight.
8. Yeah, let's wind up on this one. I'm also tired myself. Yeah. Too much is business, but now let's wind up on this one. You never know what will happen later. Let's talk some on this one. Yeah, I see. If this is the only sign, all these are active. You talk about the hungers. They're active. Never seen and talk and the friends, memo. Not only you, Sylvia. You are inactive. You are not active. That's a disorder. You have to talk by the end of the day. All right. Principles of classical conditioning. We have what we call a restriction principle. Repeating the conditioned stimulus without the stimulus. And the conditioned response disappears. Repeating the conditioned stimulus without response. Get it? That should go in that way. Get it? Repeating the conditioned stimulus without the response. As I've said earlier on, you see Mr. Pavlov, all right? Keep on ring the bell, and the dog cannot even what? Come. Because it has registered in his brain that where I am going, where the bell is ringing, there's no food. Why should I bother going that side? Right? Extinction. Stopping something, doing something. So it's the principle of classical what? Conditioning. And the conditioned response, what? Disappears. Hey. Spontaneous recovery, higher order conditioning, a neutral stimulus can become a conditioned stimulus by being paired with an already established what? Conditioned stimulus for some what? Response. Now we can understand it. Other stimuli may produce the same reaction. Stimulus discrimination. So spontaneous recovery, that's another what? Principle of classical what? Conditioning. And then stimulus what? Discrimination. That is different responses are triggered by stimuli that resemble the conditioned stimulus in some way. Yes, we have to stop here now. Alashu, you help for that. Hey, clap hands for yourself. Thank you. Okay, so Basically, for this part of the semester, that's what we actually could have covered, and that's what we have covered so far. For exams, yes, we'll see what to do, but let me encourage you to go through the stuff. The stuff we have to all that big enough, but still, I'll see how to go about that, but I really encourage you to go through these materials.
Can't you just give us the areas?
Not then, I'm not prepared for that. I'll give you areas, but you go through this. If you are lazy, anyway, you produce
We are not, but we can.
laziness. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, please. What I've given in this semester is all that big stuff.
So we are not good, but the stuff,
Yeah, there are many.
Yeah.